RAKAKA.se, Endar's here, we're here at IEM and I'm standing here together with Ret from Team Liquid. So this is the second day of the tournament. Fortunately for you, you have not been in the tournament since the first day. And you entered the group stage, but the open bracket, but did not make it out. I mean, just briefly, can you touch on what happened there?
Nothing too special. I played two people that I knew I could lose to, and you know, I lost it up. I think I played pretty okay in those games. Against Verdi, I maybe should have won. I thought I was winning and didn't. Against Paranoid, I was actually a little bit scared because on the ladder I actually lost to him 2 or 3 times the last times we played. So I still think I played okay, and I had the last game won as well, but then I got so excited that I was winning that I made a game-throwing move by attacking, and he countered me and killed my base, and then I lost, unfortunately.
I have to ask you about that. I mean, you're very, you've been around for a long time. Does it still happen, the fact that you get like excited and nervous and so on?
Yeah, I think I'm actually pretty emotional when I play, and especially now when I really want to do well again, because it's been a while. It's really hard for me to stay calm, like during those final moments where I need to make the right decisions. Like one wrong decision and it can change a win into a loss. So that's what I can take from this tournament, and I will try to find ways where I can focus. Because I was talking to people and stuff before the games and things like this, and I think in the future I will try to just separate myself completely to get even more focused, because I feel like right now that's what I'm lacking.
Would you say you're in a bit of a slump right now? Would you say?
I would say as of a month ago I was definitely slumping, but then this month I actually been practicing quite heavily, and on the ladder at home it went really well, and I felt like I could come here and beat anyone. So I don't think I'm slumping right now, gameplay wise, but in tournaments results there's an obvious slump for me that didn't get fixed at this tournament yet, so until I do well again, I guess I am slumping.
And I mean, the tournament for your teammate Tilo is still ongoing. I mean, he's in the quarterfinal right now. What do you think about his chances, and how do you think the rest of the tournament is going to end up?
Well, first of all, I'm super happy for him that he's doing so well. The games against Mana were just awesome with the crowd for Mana, and the way the games played out. And I think if he manages his nerves, he probably has a chance against First as well. It might be a little bit harder, but TLO has been practicing so much as well and just been playing good recently. So, he might go all the way. I'm really hoping for that.
Okay. And I wanted to mention something, because you're from Holland, obviously, and it's basically you and Grubby are the two big names, big stars that's really, stand out from the Dutch scene. But how is how is the scene otherwise in Holland? I mean, for example, who is the best Terran player in Holland right now?
I think that would be Poyo or Curse, which you probably don't know them. Poyo played some DreamHacks and Home Story Cup, and I think they play some smaller tournaments. But it's actually an interesting question, because as of the last 2 years there was not really a scene in the Netherlands. Like, there has been 2 or 3 barcrafts, which I think attracted about 100-150 people. So that wasn't bad, but recently there's actually a new league. It's called the Dutch StarCraft League. DSCL, I think, and they're starting a series of tournaments which are qualifiers for right now, and all the Dutch people I know, they're really excited about it, and I will play in it, and hopefully Grubby will find some time to play in that, and we can build like a strong tournament locally for the Netherlands, so hopefully the scene will keep growing.
Do you want to get more involved even with the local scene? I mean, maybe attending more local LANs and help growing the scene?
Yeah. There's going to be a lot more tournaments in the Netherlands right now, which are basically going to be Dutch and Belgian participants, maybe some international. But I definitely plan on attending there, and I feel like where I'm from is important, so I want to do well in the tournaments where I'm from. So I definitely plan on doing well in all the Dutch tournaments this year.
Okay, and I mean, yeah, let's talk a little bit more about this upcoming year. This is the first big tournament of the season, but I mean, looking at the whole span of the year, what's your plans? What's your goal? Is there maybe a thought about going to Korea in all of this?
Well, I would absolutely love to play in Pro League, but I think I have a lot to prove before I even consider going there. So right now, for me, the plan is just practice very hard and every day and consistently for a longer period of time. so that I can get back to where I was maybe a year ago, relatively to the other gamers. And if that happens, and then if my team would allow me, I would love to go there and try Pro League. Right now I'm kind of like trying to decide if I should play Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty, because a lot of tournaments are switching and then some aren't, so there's not a European server yet. So it's kind of hard to practice Heart of the Swarm right now, but I would love to switch as soon as possible to that.
Yeah, what do you think about, in general, about Heart of the Swarm and the direction the beat has been going?
I'm actually pretty excited. There's a lot of new things in the game, and it seems like the game will be more dynamic, and it will take away from what we've seen like the last year with the very slow death balls and, you know, the immortal ins that are like kind of like, they happen, but either a player misses a force field or you lose or something like that. And I really hope we can get back more to that dynamic gameplay that we saw in Brood War, where, you know, there was stuff happening all over the place and not as much camping and slow playing.
That leads me to another question. I mean, Brood War or StarCraft 2, I mean, do you miss Brood War a lot? I mean, do you still consider Brood War to be the better game of the two?
I miss the game, but if we were playing Brood War right now, then the top 50 would always be Koreans. So that I don't miss. So I miss the game a lot, but I'm happy with the scene right now and the fact that Koreans and foreigners are more equal. I just hope that with StarCraft 2, with Heart of the Swarm, we can see a little bit more of that Brood War style.
Do you think? Do you think Heart of the Storm is gonna, you know, take more from Brood War and
yeah, I think Blizzard's been paying close attention to a lot of the complaints and why the game may have lost some of its popularity the last year, which of course doesn't only have to do with the game, but I think that they're really developing Heart of the Storm well, and from the changes they're making, it seems like they have the right idea.
Final question, there's a huge crowd out there. Have you been able to take a look at it?
Yeah, I was actually sitting behind TLO during his games, and I asked him, you can hear the crowd for sure, right? Because they're just so loud, and they were chanting so loud for mana. And the last time I was in Poland for a tournament 2 years ago, it was the same. So I think this is just an absolutely amazing place to have tournaments, other than the fact it's minus like 15. Yeah. But yeah, the crowd is just awesome. It's uncomparable to anything I've seen in Europe, I would say.
Okay, well, thank you so much for the interview, and good luck in 2013.
Thank you very much.